more comic book movie news. Pretty sure my channel right now is 50-50 movie reviews and comic book movie news. Now I'm gonna touch on this because the reality of life itself is that I have a nightstand that looks like this. Yeah, that's real. And that's a lot of Joker shit. I'm gonna talk about this a bit. But before we get to the Joker casting, I'm gonna talk about the rest of the Suicide Squad casting, which has officially been announced. Suicide Squad, if you don't know, is a DC comic book property where you have these villains who are kind of villains, but ultimately anti-heroes that the government Argus anyway, which is a faction of government more or less, is like, all right, we'll take these guys and we'll aim them and they can pretty much do what people can't. Think Avengers, but anti-heroes. Suicide Squad. Starting off this list is the one where I'm like, okay, is Jai Courtney as Boomerang, or Captain Boomerang, whatever you want to call him. Gonna be real with you. I know nothing about the character itself, so I look at the actor, and the actor has been in a few movies. He was Bruce Willis's son in Die Hard 5. If you're one of the two people who like that movie. He was also in Divergent. He's gonna be in Terminator Genesis with a Y. I don't want to knock on the guy, and I know there's gonna be these Captain Boomerang fans out there who are gonna be like, how dare you know nothing about Captain Boomerang? I know one thing about Boomerang. One, he was in an episode of Arrow, like the episode before last, where he comes out of nowhere, throws a boomerang, it nails a guy in the back, and that was the end of the episode. That's what I know. But now we have Tom Hardy as Rick Flagg. Rick Flagg, as I understand him, again, don't know much about this. I'm starting out with the ones that I don't know that much about, so we can really talk about the ones I do know about. Rick Flagg's kind of like Nick Fury. Anyone who's not a fan of the comic books, they don't really know much about him. The average moviegoer is gonna watch Suicide Squad, is not gonna know much about Rick Flagg. But he's the guy who kind of leads the charge with the Suicide Squad, and he's played by Tom Hardy. Which is funny that Tom Hardy is now in another DC comic book movie because he was Bane. He's gonna have that cheesy ass moment. Maybe Batman runs across him and they both go, nah. Like in the movie Maverick or whatever. That'd be too cheesy. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm going into battle, I'd want to follow Tom Hardy. I'll be like, our leader's a tank. Yeah, let's follow that guy. But I started getting excited when I saw the fact that Will Smith is going to be Deadshot. Deadshot was also in Arrow. Basically, you can watch Arrow and be like, oh, I know a little more about the Suicide Squad now. But Will Smith as Deadshot, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most charismatic actors in the business. The dude can play anything. I want to see Will Smith in this movie because it's Will Smith. It's a really smart move also, marketing-wise, because like, oh, Will Smith's in a movie. Let's watch it. Seeing Will Smith as a badass who never misses, how can you not get excited for that shit? Then we have Cara Delevingne. I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. Delevingne. You know I suck at last names. Her first name might have been Cara, not Cara, in which case I might have mispronounced the first name and the last name. Yeah, welcome to my channel. However, I don't know much about her also because I don't know much of what she's been in, but I took one look at her and I was like, okay. Looks-wise, I could see her as Enchantress. Enchantress, for those of you who don't know, she's magical. She was the main antagonist in the first arc of Justice League Dark, which is part of the New 52, which is the movie that Guillermo del Toro wants to do. Then I hear reports that Guillermo del Toro's Justice League Dark is actually going to be a part of this whole DC cinematic universe they got going on. The fact that Enchantress is even in this movie gets me excited because I feel like Justice League Dark is closer than I ever thought it was. And it shows the movies crossing over. It's like you have an Enchantress in the Suicide Squad movie. Who else is going to be in these movies? It makes it feel more like Marvel. Ah! Put your guns away, DC fans. It's a compliment. Then we have the casting for Harley Quinn and the Joker, and these have been rumors for a little while now, and now the rumors have become fact. First of all, we have Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Hey, let's face it. She's hot. She's a really good actress. I saw that in Wolf of Wall Street. I think she could be an awesome Harley Quinn. I just got really excited when I heard Margot Robbie might be Harley Quinn, and now you're like, oh, holy shit, she is Harley Quinn. Although I thought to myself, I was like, all right, if you have Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, then you must have the Joker cast, because those two are kind of a pair. Although in the New 52, which is what they look like these movies are going off of, they're not really a pair. Kind of had a falling out of sorts, but the fact is the Joker is going to be a really important dynamic with Harley Quinn, and now we have the casting for the Joker, which is Jared Leto. Oh my God, dude. All right, I reiterate, my nightstand. Show my nightstand again. That's my nightstand. It's real. And you know who a good actor is? Check this out, Jared Leto. You know who I'm excited to be the Joker? Jared Leto. The dude has the look, the acting talent, the physique. So it goes without saying, I think he's gonna be an exciting and really cool take on the Joker. I'm just interested to see what take they do. I love Heath Ledger's Joker, but I don't want everyone to be Heath Ledger fight. I don't want them to put the Joker in a box. I want to see a resurgence of the comic book Joker, you know, like the Mark Hamill Joker from Batman the Animated Series. I'm just saying, we live in a world now where you have a magical enchantress and an alien from Krypton. Give us comic book Joker again. I just want to see that happen. Jared Leto has the toughest job of everybody. Jared Leto has has to make the character of the Joker his own and also do the character justice because he does have to fit a certain criteria. I do not envy the guy's job at all, but I have all the faith in the world for him. So Batman v Superman comes out first, and then the next movie is Suicide Squad. Here's how I think it's gonna go down. Somewhere at the end of Batman v Superman, there's gonna be this Joker teaser, this Joker thing where it's like, oh shit, it's the Joker. You know, kind of like at the end of Batman Begins, it turned over the card and it was a Joker, and Batman's like, I'll look into it. So in this movie, something's gonna happen, and Batman's gonna be like, I'll look into it. Or however Affleck would say it. Yeah, I said I'd look into it. Do you need me to say it again? He's gonna know that the Joker's in town, and then Suicide Squad's gonna be like, oh, we're going to take out the Joker. Joker, I don't think will be part of the Suicide Squad. I actually had someone tell me that, like, oh, so he's gonna be a part of the Suicide Squad? No. If he is a part of the Suicide Squad, it's simply to mess with Batman. He's simply gonna be there for his own ends. He's going to be using them, not the other way around. He's doing it because he has a bigger plan that's gonna come to fruition. Generally speaking, I got really excited for this casting. I think Margot Robbie's gonna be great. I'm glad they have the Enchantress. Tom Hardy's awesome. I'm just surprised that he's in another DC comic book property, but hey, more Tom Hardy the merrier. The dude took on Captain Jean-Luc Picard, then Batman, now the Joker. Give the guy the Congressional Medal of Honor, for God's sakes, at this point. The fact that Jared Leto's the Joker just makes me happy because I get another Joker statue for my end table that's gonna be Jared Leto Joker. So Suicide Squad casting and Jared Leto cast as the Joker. What do you think about that? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.